everybody, it's Amanda from Scrimpingmommy.co.uk. Hope you're doing well. I'm going to make a lovely card for you today using the very vintage stamp set, which is absolutely stunning. This is a hostess set, you can't buy it, you can only get it for free on orders £150 or over. It's beautiful, really, really pretty. And today we're going to use this massive floral statement piece there, and I'm going to use the shaped frame here. And I'm going to use this one which says "You're a Blessing." Okay, I have made one earlier. I've even got a sample. Ta-da! So there we go. So I'm going to show you quickly how I've made that. It's a quick card to make, nice and simple, easy for batch making. So we're using Blueberry Bushel today, which is one of the new in colours, and we're going to use the Blueberry Bushel ink as well, which is this one. And I have got the new shape pads. Obviously, if you buy the new in colours, you're going to get them in the new shape. Right, so I've cut my card base to 11.5 inches, scored it at 5 3/4. Sorry, I beg your pardon, and the width is 4 1/4. And then I've got a stamping layer, if I can pick it up, which is thick Whisper White. I'm really into the thick Whisper White at the moment. And this measures, it will be, let me remember. 5.5 by 3 7/8, I think. I believe so. So first of all, we're going to do our stamping. So I'm lining it up on my grid paper nice and straight to help me. And I've already mounted my stamps. I just need to open my Blueberry Bushel. I've just got to be careful because for some reason I tend to smudge the darker colours. So make sure you let things dry in between handling them. So I'm doing this first. Make sure there's plenty on there. And I'm just aiming for this bottom right and kind of to the right. There. Press on gently. Let that ink go onto your card. Ta-da! And I love it with this blue and white. It reminds me of, you know, the blue and white china that, you know, we think is worth a fortune, and then you see it on car boot sales. You know what I mean, don't you? It looks really pretty, but only the really genuinely expensive stuff's worth anything. So I'm just going to leave that to one side so it dries and I don't smudge it. Not touching it. And then I'm going to I've mounted the frame, oops, put my ribbon there, mounted the frame, so when you get it out of the box it has a circular stamp in the middle which you remove to reveal your frame shape. I'm sorry for the light, it's quite late at night, and I need some better lighting in this room. It's just absolutely pants, so I am sorry, but you know, we work with what we've got, don't we? Okay, so I'm just going to stamp that. Doesn't matter if it's not straight because we're going to cut it out. Now you can get a punch to match this specific shape. It's in the catalogue and it's in a blue tin along with some stamps and that specifically goes, but you also get a punch. However, if you don't have that, you can do it by hand. So this is the You're a Blessing stamp. Okay. Gently ink that and then try and get it central. Try not to press on too hard, and there you go. Now this Blueberry Bushel is the most beautiful shade of blue. I absolutely love it. It's a stunner. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that to one side for a moment. And then whilst that is drying, I'm going to bring my card front back. And I've got some of this ribbon. Now this is a slightly different shade of blue. This is Night of Navy gingham ribbon. It's 1/2 inch, I think, by the looks of it. I'm not sure. This is all I've got left. I'm absolutely gutted. I'm going to have to buy some more. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to more or less find the halfway mark. And I'm going to tie it in a loose knot. Just in a very loose knot. Like so, and I'm going to attach it that way, I think. Yeah. So let's just move that card. So I want the flat part of the knot rather than the, you know, tying part of the knot on my card. So I'm going to attach some tear tape on there, that will hold it nicely. So I'm stamping up tear tape to there, and I've probably got a bit of excess, so I might just cut some off. We'll see. I need to get myself another full reel of this. I absolutely adore it. It's beautiful. Love it. I love it. Right, so I'm going to use my pokey tool now to try and get the backing of that off. Bit of patience. Apparently it's a virtue. I think it's one that I was born without. Me and patience, yeah. I'm not the best at being patient. Hence why I don't do great big elaborate projects that take days and days and days. I don't have the attention span, I'd get bored. So I'm gonna, much as I wish I could, do mini albums and whatever have you. I just, if something's not done the same day, I'd lose interest. Let's try and get this off here. There we go. And then I'm going to put my card on my grid paper again, as it's going to help me line this up. So I'm looking for roughly the centre, although, you know, I'm not too worried. I bet about there's the centre. So on that centre line, that's where I'm going to put my knot. And then I'm going to line this up so that it runs in line with my squares here. So I know I've got it straight, and again on that side, let me just lift that up, in line with them squares so that it's roughly straight. I'm not too worried. I've got that stuck to my grid paper now. What a nana. Get off. Okay. Try not to. I'll just tuck that behind that, and I'll just trim that bit off where the grid paper's got stuck. Trim that off. There we go. It doesn't matter. Get off. Fold it over, and that will hold nicely. In fact, I can trim some of that off. I don't need all of that bulk behind there. Okay, and then we can attach that to our card. Now you can use dimensionals, you could glue it on, because that ribbon's not too bulky. I think I might just actually use tear tape, to be honest. Use some tear tape, it'll be fine. But you could glue it, you could use some dimensionals. You'd need quite a few dimensionals, so you might want to use like foam strips. On my sample, to give it some dimension, I did use this foam tape that I bought locally, but it's not very good. It's a bit pants. So I'm going to use tear tape. I'm going to use my new tool because I can. Don't get jealous, you can all have one come the 5th of September, don't worry. I like this because it's just that little bit sharper. To me it feels like it's sharper than the current pokey tool. It might not be, it might be my imagination. Okay, get that off of there. Okay, and then we're going to line that up nicely. I will leave all of the measurements over on my blog at scrimpingmommy.co.uk. Don't forget you can head on over there. I always leave details of every project that I make. The links are always in the description underneath the video. That's not straight, Amanda. Lift. It's not straight. Let me lift it back up. And also all of the products that I've used, and the shop links are also over there. I need to get this straight really. To be honest, I want it straight because I'm going to be sending this card out. Oh, I can't. I seem to have lost the ability to get it straight today. Let me try again. Is it going to rip? Oh, come on. Don't be naughty. This is why I should have used wet glue. Oh. But don't give up on your cards. They can be salvaged if you make a mistake. And I'm tired of getting that wrong now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some glue. to that tear tape. Add some glue to it, if I can get any out. This is why I use tear tape, because I'm running out of glue. I'm going to lose my rag in a minute. Me and patience are not friends. No. Let's try this one. Come on! Oh, you monster. There we go. Just toss some liquid glue. We will save this card. I'm not doing it again. Never, ever, ever give up. I won't be beaten. Okay. We all make mistakes. It's fine. It's part of the learning curve, apparently. Okay. So now I've got glue on there. I've got room to manoeuvre it about a bit more. And there we go. Now I've got it straight. So let me give that a press and it will be fine. It will be fine. There we go. So that's how you rescue your card. So let's do our sentiment now. We've got over that bit of drama. So I'm just going to trim this. Trim it off. Okay. Quite close, but not right on the edge. And that way as well. There we go. And then what I do is I get my little, I've got a little tiny 1/2 inch circle punch. Oh, I haven't cut that edge. But you could probably get away with using a slightly larger size as well. So if you've got 3/4 or 1 inch. And I'm just going to nip those corners off. Like so. There you go. You're getting the same effect as you would if you had that shape punch. And I love this label. I love the shape of it. I think it's beautiful. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to layer it on some blueberry bushel cardstock. I'm using some different glue. There we go. Contraband, sorry. Stick that in a, try and find a straight edge. So you've got something to start with that's, you know, straight, and then it helps you cut everything else straight. That's the theory. It doesn't always work for me because I've got quite bad hand-eye coordination, but we get by. Trim that. Like so. And again, go back in with the little punch. And just leave in a little increment. And punch those corners. Like so. I love this set. Absolutely beautiful. There we go. And then I will attach it with dimensionals. So we get a couple of those. Stick them on. You could, this is a really quick design. You could do it in lots of colours. We've got lots of new colours that you can try. Make sure you do have a look at them. I've done various posts. They're listed in the new catalogue. Lots and lots of exciting new colours for you to try. And we're going to put this in the top corner like so. And there we are. We're done. We rescued it. Yay! I hope you like that. I hope you'll give that stamp set you know, consider it. If you earn your stamping rewards, if you spend £150 or over, you can get this for free. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Bye.